Yo, Bomb, why are you into that country ball stuff or whatever you're into? Because... Nah. You're cooked, little bro. You're cooked. No. We all had different types of weird kids in school. We had emos, we had bronies, we had cult leaders, we had weebs, we had country ball kids. Cool, that was what I was, a country ball kid. Being a country ball kid had its good and bad. Mostly bad. From getting ganged up on by so many people to literally nearly starting a fight over country balls. Yeah, I don't think it was a pleasant time. So it all started one day at lunchtime. I've been in my country ball phase for like 3 months now, and I wanted to make some new friends. So I go up to a group of kids, and then they just end up running off like they just seen an alien or something. Like, I don't even understand it. They were like twice my size, and they were just running off like I was some alien or something. And then I eventually catch up to them, and then they just end up making fun of me and just ganging up on me, calling me a bunch of names. Like, one kid was just calling me a bunch of names and just flipping me off. So I knew I had to fire back. So I insulted him by using country ball names like Soviet Union ball, Nazi balls, or Nazi Germany ball, or whatever. Okay, I know it sounds sus and everything, but it was not what you guys think, okay? I would not do that. Now, the guy was somehow offended by that, so he was just asking for a fight. He was like, fight me, fight me, fight me! So I remember trying like to slap him out of anger, but I must have missed or something, or I just like, I don't know. And then he just ended up calling me a weeko, and then like, you know, it just kind of escalated somehow. I just don't remember it. But I remember that a teacher came in, and they were just like, what is going on here? And then I remember like the guy was just basically trying to cry victim, saying, oh, he was calling me names. Buddy, you were offended by the type of names I was saying? The things that you said to me, they were like completely harsh. They were like actually hurting me. And now you're crying over me just saying, Soviet Union ball, Nazi. Are you that serious? Are you that sensitive that you just get offended by that name? When you can literally just like scream a bunch of names, a bunch of hurtful things at someone. Like, man, just stop crying, victim. You brought this on yourself. And then he just goes, but he was bullying me. Yeah, bullies, they just like playing the victim when someone fights back, and it's really sad. And 90% of the time, the person that fights back, they get in more trouble than the bullies do. But luckily, this school actually did care and actually punished the bullies. But this is where it gets funny. I remember one of the bullies walked into my class, and I said, you were calling me names. And he said, but you called me Francis Ball. Wait, what? Like, I didn't even call you that. I don't even know how they came up with that. But that was like the funniest shit ever. And yeah, one time ago, they just ended up picking on me again. And after that, I never really saw them again. To that bully out there, hi, I guess. I hope you enjoy being in the video, I guess. I don't know what to say to you. I mean, I guess I hope you recover from what I said to you, since it was that very harsh that you wanted to start a fight over it. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. But there's another story that was actually insane. So there was this one time where I had a major enemy. Let's just call him Joey. Probably my nemesis at that point, like my worst enemy. But I remember me and him had like internet beef, and I remember us arguing or something. So then I remember going onto his stream and then raiding his stream with Country Ball bots. Like, there was like so many comments like from Country Balls just saying, I hate you, Joy. I hate you, Joy. I hate you, Joy. I hate you, Joy. I remember him just like getting pissed about it. And then he said, yo, mods, if you see like any Country Ball bots in the chat, you should just gently ban them, okay? Yeah, back then I had so much internet beef with others, but I mean, I was a dumbass 11-year-old. Imagine streaming on YouTube, and then you just get raided by literal Country Ball bots in like the comment section. It must be a very weird and funny and scary situation at the same time. But I also remember like bombing his comment section with like these bots. Like, he would make videos as well, and then there'd be just like 20 comments from Country Ball bots. You suck, Joy. I hate you. You're so annoying. I remember I hated that guy so much. But those times were just insane. But I mean, he ended up trying to dox me too for trying to have peace. Yeah, I was actually afraid of Joey back then because, I mean, he was the biggest menace I've ever met. He was literally trying to dox me for no reason. I wonder what he's doing nowadays. He's probably built a cult of burning Amazon Country Ball plushies after that incident. I actually do have some of these plushies, by the way. I just mention this now because I just love swinging them. It's just so fun. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? So now let's just do a small recap. We went through everything, getting ganged up on and fighting an enemy with some Country Ball bots. But this is not like the end of everything. I remember making drawings of country balls fighting. I remember talking about this in a previous video, but there's a few things I left out. In that class, people knew me for countries. I was literally called the country kid because I would yap about countries, which seemed like a good thing because people knew I was smart. So they fucking used me. I was told to do this and that, and if I was in any situation, like I got into a fight with somebody, or that time where I was making country ball drawings of like armies and stuff, and like the teachers were getting mad about it, they never really took my side about it. They just like kind of like, you know, were on like the other people's side. And some of this lasted like a few years. Like we were gonna go on a school tour recently to like a local restaurant. Of all places we could have went, the school tour was a local restaurant. And I said that I was going to stay off on that day. And then this one girl who I thought was my friend, she basically just said, "Oh, Timmy, I heard, like, you don't want to go." And I said, "Who told you that?" "Sorry, can't say." Like, what the hell? Like, I don't understand people. People can just be, like, fake as fuck, and I'm actually sick of it. Anyways, back on topic. Like, when I was doing the country ball drawings, like, most people were just, like, on the teacher's side, and most people, like, weren't with me, and they just kind of, like, switched up on me, saying, "Oh, I'm gonna show the teachers, your drawings, because, like, this is very bad and evil and everything." Like, that just made no sense at all. But, like, the teacher, like, was just weirded out with all of these country ball drawings. And, I mean, it made sense, because the country ball drawings were like literal entire armies literally killing people in the school and stuff, killing my bullies and stuff. And I mean, at one point, I was literally like writing something on a page, and the teacher just noticed this, and she just expected the worst. So she just snatched it off me, and then she like just walks up to the entire class, and she just walks up to the front, and then she's like, "Whatever you write is my business." And she just rips it up. She didn't even read it. She didn't even look at the contents of it. If it's your business, like, then read the content of it and tell me what you think instead of ripping it off. You don't know what it is if you're just gonna rip it up. Like, how are you meant to know what the business is if you just rip it up? It does not make logical sense here. And it was literally in front of the entire class, which made the situation even worse. I couldn't really see, but I'm pretty sure everyone was just literally staring at me at that point. But, I mean, it made sense why she ripped it off, because she probably thought it was me, like, run her over with a lawnmower. "Yeah, let's lawnmower the teacher!" And Germany Ball is just, like, enjoying the scene or something like that. I mean, I was making country ball drawings where, like, some students in my class were, like, getting murdered and stuff. And, I mean, I'm not sure if there was, like, anything with the teacher, but I'm pretty sure there was, like, ones involving the teacher. So it made sense. The worst part about it was that it wasn't even, like, a country ball drawing. The page was literally just a list of my friends, because back then, I kind of felt like a lot of people were just against me. Actually, has anyone ever made a drawing where like they like killed someone in their school, or had like a country ball face and drew country balls in school? Let me know in the comments, because I love hearing your stories. Back then, I had like a huge villain arc in school, like involving literal country balls. But hey, if you want to know the whole story, check out this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a good one, and I'm gonna pull a potato gun, and creepypastas. They were huge back in the day, and now no one has heard of them. Instead, the new creepypastas are the YouTubers talk to kids. I remember hiding in my bed from Sonic.exe, Herobrine, and this shit right here, because that was just terrifying. I remember binge watching horrible remakes of creepypastas back in 2016. Now we still have people remaking these creepypastas, like the Graven, Max and Ruby 004. This face is the true meaning of horror, and Sonic.exe. And the work that these guys put in is just actually amazing. Like, some of the work that they put in is just honestly just amazing. Like, I recommend watching some of these new remakes. But back in 2017, I remember playing games with my friends where we just run away from Jeff the Killer, Slenderman, and Mr. Beast? Yeah, my personal favorite was Jeff the Killer, and I still have no idea why. I was just mostly using him for Little Big Planet levels. I mean, he was so popular in Little Big Planet. Like, if you search up Jeff the Killer in Little Big Planet, there's like a million different things about him. I always wanted to make these like fake creepypasta sightings on Halloween. Like, I remember I made like an old video called like the SpongeBob bootleg sighting, which you can't even see anything, it's just the sky. I mean, of course, those weren't real.
I'm Slenderman.
Okay, maybe they are. Maybe they're somehow real. But I remember I had two major phases of creepypasta. One in 2016 and one in 2020. I remember telling one of my teachers about some of the creepypastas and just talking about it and like even making shit up that wasn't even part of the creepypasta story. I would say stuff like, Jack over there. You know Jack, yeah? He ate the potato and he died. And Mario was laughing. No, Timmy. Jack is right there. No. He got killed by Mario. Yeah, some of the stories I told were bizarre. I just look back and I wonder, why did I have the nerve to even tell some of these stories to a teacher of all people? Like, what? I mean, I was literally the horror kid. I was into FNAF, Creepypasta, and Undertale. Actually, Undertale isn't... Sure. I mean, we would also ask the teachers to listen to songs in class. And I would always ask for Five Nights at Freddy's and Creepypasta. And one of the teachers once said, "No, we're not playing that because it's horrible." But the way she said it, it was like I was talking about like GTA or something. Or just something bad and catastrophic. Like, I don't get it. Five Nights at Freddy's, okay, I get it. It's a horror game, but I mean, it's not the worst out there. Okay, I want to go off topic for a second because I remember one time ago that exact teacher told us that SpongeBob was not appropriate because we were mentioning SpongeBob. Why is it on Nickelodeon then? Also, does anyone remember Herobrine? Herobrine was honestly terrifying. Imagine playing Minecraft and you're mining diamonds and then you just see this guy just pop out of nowhere. This guy was the most terrifying shit to come out of Minecraft. I was trying to summon this guy and I was just scared that he would corrupt my world. Man, those were the true days of Minecraft. I always believed those videos of him were real. Even those obvious fake 3 AM challenges from IMJ Station. I was just scared of these guys. Does anyone also remember Sonic.exe? This guy is still huge in the Sonic fandom, and I don't understand how. Maybe some demonic Sonic was a pretty cool idea, if it wasn't created by a demon too. I remember playing weird Sonic EXE fan games and some other EXE stuff. And I'd be saying stuff in school as well. I'd be like, triggered.exe. And then the teachers would just be confused at me. Also, I used to watch some Sonic EXE animations, and my, some of them were actually terrifying. I remember watching one and there was a jump scare and I remember jumping out of my seat in front of my family. Ah! Shut up! Timmy, what the fuck? Yeah, those were fun times. I remember making skits with my cousins and we'd be playing games where like Sonic EXE was real and he was trying to kill us. Run from him! He's coming! Ah! I miss those games. Those were fun. Just anything with like me getting chased in it. Like chasing games are literally just the biggest dopamine bomb ever. Now we gotta talk about the lost episodes. Now, what do I mean by lost episodes? Lost episodes were like creepypastas of cartoons like Thomas the Tank Engine, where there was an episode where he kills children. Thomas, what the fuck? Yay, the children are gone! There was other huge ones like Max and Ruby 004, The Grieving from The Amazing World of Gumball, and there was like 200 SpongeBob lost episodes. The scariest one is Max and Ruby 004, and that's only because this image right here. I cannot tell how this still terrifies me. I can't tell if it's the black eyes staring at your soul with the black background, or I don't even know. Something about this picture alone is just complete horror. Whoever made this image, you should genuinely be proud. This is actually a true scary image, and I must give you respect for having me afraid of this thing for years. But man, creepypasta was the GOAT. I used to draw like creepypastas too. I still have some drawings of creepypasta. Yeah, I don't know what I can say, but yeah, here are some old drawings of creepypastas. Okay, off topic, but I wonder if Goku could beat all creepypasta. He easily destroys Zaogo, but I'm not sure if he can beat Rectangle. You know, this guy right here. Anyways, there was a lot of people that knew about creepypasta too. Like, everyone else was talking about, like, Slenderman and Siren Head. This was around when, like, Cough Cough was a thing. In fact, someone in my class was literally called Siren Head. Of all names, Siren Head. Kind of funny in my opinion. Hey, yo, look, it's Siren Head. What? Yeah, you're Siren Head, buddy. What? Yeah. But have you ever had a creepypasta phase? I keep stuttering. Or were you called Siren Head? Or did you find the secret code? Let me know in the comments. Anyways, I think my personal favorite creepypasta is Herobrine. Because Herobrine is the GOAT. He's been my childhood and I'm not sure what else. What is your favorite creepypasta? Let me know in the comments anyways. I'm gonna leave it for today. If you want to see me be known as the Minecraft kid, then check out this video. And I'm gonna pull a potato gun and picture this. I spent 3 years being known as the Minecraft kid at school. What started as innocent fun turned to the complete social chaos that basically nuked my social skills for years. But hey, I'm still standing. Somehow. Now let's rewind back in time. 2016. Minecraft was everywhere. Everyone had heard of it at least once. Even that one caveman who lived under a rock probably knew what a creeper was. Creeper. So naturally, one day when I was hanging out with my friends at break time, I had the brilliant idea to suggest, hey guys, let's play Minecraft in real life. So there we were, running around the playground, pretending to fight zombies and creepers, pretending that we were mining diamonds, just having the time of our lives. But then disaster struck. A teacher walked over, and I guess from her perspective, it looked like we were starting some kind of playground fight club or something. So the teacher walked over, looking ready to kill. She marches up and says to us, "This Minecraft has got to stop!" Now, any normal kid will probably just say sorry and just move on with their life and not do it again. But me, nah. My genius 9-year-old brain thought it would be a great idea to respond with, "Okay, let's play Call of Duty instead." The look on her face, it was just complete confusion. What? That's an 18s game. That's over 18s. And that's when I knew I was absolutely cooked. So I got sent back to the classroom, and I had just had to sit there for like 5 minutes. And then the teacher just called the vice principal. And I remember when the vice principal came to class, the teacher was like, "Hey, I have a boy in my classroom who's been very bad." And then I remember the vice principal saying, "Oh," and like the tone that meant like I was in trouble. So then they just walked towards me, and every thought was screaming at me to get under the desk or hide. I kind of wish I did that somehow, because it probably would have been so funny. When she finally sees me, she's like, "Timmy, why are you in trouble?" And I said this as if the whole situation was a joke, because I was playing Minecraft and Call of Duty. I am so shocked that I had the nerve to say that, because honestly, it was the vice principal, and I was like 9 years old, and I had the nerve to say that. They just look at me in confusion. I bet their minds were just like, what is this boy on about? Like, I mean, I was an edgy kid who was like into Call of Duty and Minecraft with just a PlayStation 3 in 2016. And I remember like they were giving out to me, and then I was like screaming at them saying, "I wish I was dead!" I'm even cringing even saying that, but I remember rambling about Minecraft the next day. It was just intentionally just to piss the teacher off, and then the teacher was like, "No Minecraft!" But then I was like, it's a kid's game. I mean, it is, unless you want to do something kind of sus in that game. I guess the teacher had some sort of personal beef with Minecraft after all. She probably thought it was like some witchcraft or something, and that like it affected all of our minds, and that we were possessed by like a creeper or something. But no, it's just a kid's game of mining, building, and surviving. I mean, we had a bunch of games that we were probably playing that would probably concern the teachers. I mean, there was Pokemon kids as well that would literally beat each other up at times, and like they probably were like petrified of that stuff. But yeah, it turns out Minecraft was not allowed in the school. But wait, it just gets so much worse. Fast forward to April 2017, and somehow the school found out about my old Minecraft YouTube channel. I'm sitting in class, and of course I get in trouble about something, because I mean, I kind of was a troubled kid, to be honest. And then I said, "Why am I still getting hate?" Like what Keemstar said, I don't really know, but I got that from Keemstar, because it was like in an object show or something. And then I jumped up and I screamed about my YouTube channel. I remember the exact words that I said. "I have a YouTube channel. I have 1,000 subscribers. I joined in 2016. People know me. People hate me. People like me. I don't know." The entire class just looked at me like I was like possessed or something. And like I even like wondered to myself, how did I have the nerve to go up and say that? Like nowadays I'm just even afraid to even say like 3 words. But literally having the nerve to say this stuff, like wow, I really was something back then. And then I bet the teacher was just thinking, so that's where all these harmful games come from. The weirdest part is that some of the teachers were actually asking for my channel name, which actually, to be honest, I never gave it out. But that's not the end of it. The next school year, I kind of mentioned it to a few people in my school. And then like they kind of looked it up, and of course it spread like wildfire. I remember like, you know, like all the teachers just telling me, "I heard you were a YouTuber." Yeah, that was not a great experience. Speaking of my YouTube channel, I was bullied for liking Minecraft. But I mean, it was 2017. It was peak edgy time on the internet. I was told to off myself, die, and I was getting so many hate comments for liking Minecraft. Now everyone sees Minecraft as like the best game ever. Just complete irony in my opinion. It's kind of funny that Minecraft was seen as like a hated game years ago, and everyone was just roasting Minecraft back in the edgy years. And now everyone just seems to love the game. Like everywhere you go, you see Minecraft everywhere on YouTube. Back then, it was just Minecraft getting bullied. And I mean, I was bullied so many times for liking Minecraft on the internet. It was just unbelievable. I remember then in the next school year, I'd be like making streams of Minecraft, being like, don't play Minecraft at 3 a.m. And like, I'd be making these streams at like school nights as well. So like, when I make these streams, I just go into school and I just look like I just like passed out like 5 minutes ago or something. Around that school year as well, I'd be dropping random Minecraft or Roblox memes in class, and it just spread like wildfire. Soon everyone was just literally saying it. The new teacher just probably like questioned her job, but I mean, at least I was able to read, unlike the new kids who just speedrun frying their brain permanently on TikTok. So yeah, that's how I became the infamous Minecraft kid, and somehow survived 3 years of absolute social chaos. Was it worth it? Probably not. Do I regret it? Ask me another few years. I'm still having time to think about that. But hey, at least I got some legendary stories to tell, right? Oh wait, I got a donation. Let's see.
Timmy, you're a piece of shite. You smell like moldy chicken.
Oh no! But anyways, have any of you guys ever been the Minecraft kid or had some weird phase like Five Nights at Freddy's and Undertale or something like that? Let me know in the comments. Actually, I had another weird phase as well that I have a lot of stories on. It was me being the country ball kid. So check it out here. And well, what else can I say? I'm gonna pull a potato gun and weird interests. Let me guess. You were that one kid who was into like a lot of weird stuff. I mean, like stuff like Five Nights at Freddy's, Bendy and the Ink Machine, Undertale. And yes, I was that kid too. But funny enough, I still have some of these interests, and I'm gonna show you some that I still have to this day. Undertale. Undertale is such an amazing game, and for some odd reason, almost every soundtrack of Undertale, it literally just sounds nostalgic, and I just can't understand it. Like, when I first got the game, everything just sounded nostalgic. Everything just sounded like something I would hear, like, back in the old days. Like, I'm like, huh? I just got this game. Why am I feeling like I'm old now? Like, how? But the fact that Undertale is literally a decade old now is just insane. I mean, like, time is going fast at this point. At this point, it's not even flying. It's just teleporting. Like, time is just going too fast. But I still love Undertale, especially Sans. Like, how much I love Sans is just insane, because I remember dressing up as Sans for like Halloween like 3 times. And I remember last time trick-or-treating, guess who I was? Our favorite little fat skeleton, and this was like a few years ago. Like, honestly, I just had a massive Undertale phase, and I still love the game so much, and I just want to like replay this game. I mean, I have it on Steam. I might like replay it like very soon, because honestly, Undertale is just beautiful. Like, I just recommended the game to like anyone watching. And like, there's other RPG games that are like Undertale that are like amazing too, like Amori and One Shot. Like, indie games are just gold. Honestly, they're just gold. Not even gold, they're platinum. Honestly, country balls. Where do I begin? Where do I begin with this one? Ever since I heard of this one, I was hooked. Like, literally hooked. It just felt like I was hypnotized by these things. Like, I would binge watch creators like No Idea Animations and other people, and I just watch like small country ball YouTube channels. I'll be watching country balls and alternate future of the world videos. Like, I've been watching like every single geography country balls videos. Like, I've been watching everything. Like, I remember like making country balls on like my Windows 8 laptop that would literally crash on me a lot. And I remember just being obsessed with them, and I'd be just making these weird country ball comics. I remember I'd be in school as well, and I'd be like drawing like country ball comics as well. I mean, it was pretty impressive. I don't know why. It got so bad that like I am still obsessed with them. I still buy Amazon country ball plushies. And why, you might ask? Because everything else is literally too expensive. So I'm gonna have to buy these things as my alternative. I mean, there's nothing else I can do about it. But these things are just like so cool, because I can just swing them around. I can just swing them around for like 5 minutes straight and just throw them across the place. Like, it's just actually fun. Like, I don't know why I do it, and of course, I still watch country ball videos, just not as like as much as I used to. Like, I still do every now and again, but like there's some like good channels out there, like Mr. Spherical. Like, he's actually a good creator. I mean, a lot of his videos are actually very funny. Anime, wow, this might cause a few problems.
Oh my days, you actually like anime, bro? Like, come on, dude, you're such a nerd.
Bro, be quiet. But anime is honestly goated. Like, I started watching like a lot of animes. Like, there's some animes I like watching, like Jujutsu Kaisen, Bocchi Rock, Future Diary, and the most important of them all, Dragon Ball. Honestly, Dragon Ball is just another thing, honestly. Like, honestly, Dragon Ball is the GOAT, honestly. I'm also gonna try this one out. I'm gonna have trouble pronouncing this.
Neon Genesis. Yeah, I'm just gonna show it up anyway. I just can't pronounce it. I can't pronounce it at all. And I know some people will probably be like,
Oh wow, anime, you're such a nerd, bro. You're probably one of those doers, bro.
like, bro, be quiet, fella. Anime is actually goated, man. Like, I don't care what you say, man. Anime is goated. Vocaloid. Oh no. I'm actually a bit nervous for this one. Like, how do I explain this? My main question is, how did I become obsessed with these robot anime singers? Like, how? Like, recently, I got the Hatsune game on Steam, yeah, and I've been just doing, like, every song and trying to get, like, a perfect score on them. And for some reason, I would just absolutely get disappointed when I get, like, 40% on them. Like, what?
Oh, look at that. It's Miku. It is Miku. It is Miku.
Like, I don't know why, but I approve this stuff. Honestly, it's just funny that me as a guy is obsessed with stuff like this. Like, fun fact, I have a fucking Hatsune figure. Like, I'm actually cooked if anyone finds out about this IRL. Because they're all be saying, oh look, it's the gamer. Like, bro, shut up, man. Like, come on. Minecraft. Now, this one, like, seems a bit off, but, like, hear me out, yeah? Sometimes you still get judged for liking Minecraft. Like back in the old days, if you were into Minecraft and if the internet found out about it, man, you just get, like, absolutely bullied to death, man. And nowadays, the internet's, like, all chill about it. But IRL situations, that's still the exact same thing. You know, if I go into school and then I tell everyone, hey, everyone, I have an announcement to make. I like Minecraft. Everyone would just be like, oh, who is this weirdo?
Minecraft is like the stupidest thing ever. Like, it's so gay.
Like, how? And of course, like, the people that would, like, be, like, saying this would be the type of people to, like, scroll on TikTok for, like, 5 hours straight.
Look at that funny video on TikTok. Now, I used to be like this person, but then I decided to just throw TikTok into the bin. Sorry, TikTok, but we broke up.
Like, how is Minecraft stupid? Like, if Minecraft's stupid, then what you call it scrolling on TikTok or Facebook or whatever. But Minecraft is just beautiful. I swear, you could never get bored of Minecraft. Yeah, sometimes you take like a long break from it, but eventually you crawl back into the game. Like, it's just amazing that Minecraft has been around for so long. Like, there's no other game like Minecraft ever. Like, I remember being like 7 and like beating the Ender Dragon in creative. Like, what I've been doing is that I would just put on diamond armor and then I would just like flying through the entire map trying to get it and missing half my shots and eventually like taking 10 minutes to beat the Ender Dragon. Honestly, what a masterpiece. I also remember staying up late to like binge watch Minecraft YouTubers like DanTDM, Element Animation, Stamping Longnose, Popular NMOs, The Little Club. I'm not sure if a lot of people have heard of this one, but like this one was just basically a part of my childhood. I remember like watching like a lot of their content, and honestly, for some odd reason, like it was just amazing. Like, if you just search up The Little Club, I don't know if it's still around, but like I haven't checked in a while, but it should be there. Heck, even Minecraft even inspired me to become a YouTuber, and here we are. So, I mean, like, what else can I say? Minecraft is the most best game ever. Alright, so that's it. If this video gets, like, 2 likes, I'll do, like, a part 2, since I actually enjoy making this video, and I actually want to do a part 2. So, if we get 2 likes, I'll do it again. Anyways, bye!
Ever encountered that one weird kid in your school? It would be some weeb, a brony, an emo, a cult leader, a country ball kid. Oh wait, that was what I was, a country ball kid. That's probably why I aced at history and geography. I could name out every European capital out there, but still couldn't talk to girls. Also, knowing every European capital wasn't something that made you cool. It made you a target. And oh boy, I was once a target. I remember I used to draw country ball stories in my school where people would just attack them and me, and was just basically like just weird battles. One time I drew a comic where like it was a competition of racing or something, and everyone got a medal and was smiling except for one guy. So one day a teacher went up and snatched my page off me like I stole her purse or something. She just looks at it in complete disgust, as if I planned to raid the school, and his page was like my genius plan. She then asks me why this certain guy wasn't smiling, and I said, well, because he didn't get a medal. Then she kind of ranted on how that certain character didn't smile, and how the rest of them were smiling, and how everyone should have been smiling in front of the whole class, which led me to being a target of so many people for a few months, because everyone saw my country ball stories as some potential threat to the school for whatever reason. I don't know why it was such a a serious issue. They were just harmless country ball drawings. Yeah, they were weird, but they weren't a potential threat. They weren't like some terrorist plot.
By the way, YouTube, these are just jokes.
I don't even know why she had a full-blown rant over one little guy having a frown on his face. It's just a little story. Well, after getting that lecture from the teacher, you know what happened next? It just inspired me. It just inspired me to make worse comics. And so I did that. I started making country balls, getting beat up, having entire armies and completely going to war and wiping each other out. Now the teachers were getting concerned. I remember the same teacher asked me why 3 people weren't smiling. And I said this with complete confidence. They were my enemies. So you want to know what happened next? She just looked speechless. I bet she was just saying in her head, what has happened to this loving boy? What has happened? What have I done wrong? But yeah, I saw this as a great opportunity to start my villain arc. I started making these comics of country balls fighting, getting shot and everything. I guess a gang war. But I was doing this for a few months until I had a birthday party. I was doing them at home too. So when someone saw a bunch of pages, he just said, look at all these sheets. And then this girl who I used to be friends with said something like, Timmy, I'm gonna have to tell the teachers about this. And that's when I knew I was cooked, bro. I knew I was done for. It was over for me. Or so I thought. Joke's on her, she never actually told the teachers. But this didn't end. Eventually, I had enough of my little villain arc, so I decided to quit doing these comics. For a small bit. But I remember I was drawing a list of my friends, and she just saw me writing something on a page. She just snatched it off me, and then she started saying, whatever you write is my business. The next thing she does is crumble it up in front of everyone. She didn't even read it. Like, if it's your business, like, aren't you not gonna read the contents of the page, see what it's all about since it's your business? But no, you're crumbling up. Like, you told me it's your business, so why don't you look at it? That's the more reasonable thing to do. But she probably thought it was like a picture of me rolling her over with a tank or something, which will make sense. It still does not end here. A few months after witnessing my list of friends getting crumbled in front of my eyes, I got into a fight with a person and they ended up hitting me. How did I respond to this? Made a drawing of them with an army and me having my own army and fighting. At the time, we had a new teacher, and she actually took a different step to this. Instead of crumbling it up, she sent my mama an email. It was just basically like, Timmy got into a fight in school, and now he is back to doing his bad drawings. It was like they were prepared to deal with his second villain arc. The second battle between the teachers and my demonic drawings. I could practically hear the collective sigh from the teaching staff. Oh, great. He's drawing armies again. At this point, they probably had a whole protocol for dealing with my concerning artwork. But I'm just going to be honest with everyone. That villain arc ended long ago. I wasn't really bothered after that because I kind of moved on from that stuff. I felt like it was just childish and I had my fun now. And it was just starting to get boring and I had no space for it. So I finished my villain arc. After a whole year of tormenting the school with these violent and totally threatening comics, I gave up. I wonder if they still remember it though. They probably do. Especially the people that weren't smiling. Yeah, that apparently was dangerous, wasn't it? Some dangerous demonic drawings. Say, have you ever had a villain arc in your school? Or did you get in trouble for drawing something stupid? Let me know in the comments. I remember having a picture of myself having the thumbs up, and then it was just memed by like some people I did not like. Speaking of a thumbs up, smash that like button or your cabbage. But yeah, that was my villain arc in school over some goofy characters not smiling. A fun time to be in. Anyways, I have a story of me getting bullied for being a country ball fan, but I'll leave that for a part 2. Anyways, I'm gonna pull a potato gun and scary logos, screen gems, Viacom. Saying these things just make me cringe, but I was once addicted to logos at one point in my life. Like, you might be wondering, how? It's just logos, brother. And I still wonder that to this day. Like, how did I get so addicted to these things? I mean, I was given the internet at such a young age, and I'll be honest, it wasn't the best idea. I came across logos and pretty much the logo community, along with other things that I probably shouldn't have seen at the age of 5. But logos were my thing back then. Now I just look back and I just wonder, how do I get so attached to these things? Like, half the stuff I was looking at, like, they had no sense. Like, they made 0 sense at all. Like, what are these things even? Like, you had universal, like, in, like, G major, black and white, S major, R major. In Fortnite,
you had weird effects with like logos, and I'm not saying like there's anything wrong with doing these. If you like this kind of content, then like I have nothing against you. I mean, I came across much weirder content that I tolerate, so of course I tolerate this kind of stuff. Now, it wasn't just like videos where you have like logos and like different effects or whatever. There was also like websites like Vivid where you can like design like these logos, which I remember using on my old PlayStation 3. I'd record myself making videos. No, I didn't have a YouTube channel back then, so don't try to find these videos. Like, don't pull an investigation because you won't find it, okay? I'm sorry, but I would record myself like commentating, talking, or just showing off. I don't even know what I did, but basically it was just like me showing off like my TV while I was using Vivid and trying to download these things. But of course, it was a fucking PlayStation 3, and of course, none of that ever worked. And the next time I tried doing this, I had to pay. Like, even to this day, I am still confused. Like, what? This is just 16-second clips of doing nothing but changing the text in a video. And I have to pay for this? Like, that's a bit greedy if you ask me. Like, that's all you have to do is change the text in a 16-clip video. Like, but I suppose it does make sense since, like, the video clips were actually good. They weren't, like, just, like, slop. They were actually, like, well-made. And I actually respect that. But then I started YouTube back in 2016, nearly a whole decade ago. Like, that's just wild. But when I first created my first YouTube channel, I would make like logo videos where it'd be like different speeds, effects, and I don't even know, even Go Animate videos. Yes, there's a 70% chance that a logo kid is also in the Go Anime community.
Kitty, you are grounded. Now it's time for you to go into the basement with EDP.
Yeah. You just get the point already. That just explains itself. I would make grounded videos with like logos. Now the stories were just like pretty much like most Go Animate videos, except they were a bit bizarre. Screen Gems, die! No! Scream Gems is dead. Dad comes in and sees the corpse. Oh, Viacom, you are grounded. For your punishment, we're just gonna have to call the human trafficking organization. When will you ever learn? Okay, that last part was not what I made up, but like they were just a bit bizarre. I couldn't really remember like everything, but I do remember there were like some like weird parts in there where like it was like references to like different horror movies. There was like this like one horror movie that I used to enjoy a lot, but somehow I forgot the name and I just want to see it again because like it was kind of cool. But in the scene there was like a little boy who pushed like a little girl down a tower or something on her birthday party, and then I would just like screen record that audio, which was absolutely terrible. Like the audio was just worse than your Xbox 360 mic. I just remade that scene where it was like Screen Gems getting pushed down and basically dying. What a masterpiece and complete autism. Guys, I have autism, so don't cancel me. But speaking of autism, I think most people in this community are autistic. Now, I'm not saying anything bad about it because I also have autism, but it's actually kind of interesting in my opinion, and it's also like pretty cool. Of course, I was also into object shows while being a logo fan. Nowadays, the object show community grew so much. Like, there's a lot of people in it, but back then it was just a small community, and half of that small community was autistic people. Now, back then I was just completely hooked into object shows. Like, sometimes I was just like non-stop like talking about object shows. I kind of introduced like object shows like Battle for Dream Island to like some of my IRL friends. But nowadays the only object show I pretty much watch is Battle for Dream Island, and I haven't really kept up with it much, but just about. What even happened in BFDIA 20? Okay, I don't know what to say about that. Okay then. But yeah, I've kind of like been involved in a lot of communities. Like back then it was like Go Anime, the logo community, and Battle for Dream Island. But anyways, I'm gonna end off here before I yap again. Bye!